Awesome. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So today's practice, we are going to work on our hamstrings. This will help to stretch out our lower back as well, and we're going to probably do some work on our quads, just strengthening and stretching. We put a lot of weight on our hips, and we use this muscle for a lot of things. So we're going to start. I recommend grabbing a strap or a belt today. And if you want, you can grab a block as well as a blanket. And we are going to work on our alignment today. So we're actually going to start with a warm-up. And what I want you guys to do is to try to move your spine in 6 different directions. So we have different ways we can move our spine, different muscles that we engage in order to stretch as well as to flex our spine. So we've got lateral flexion, side to side. We can stretch our spine this way as we come into a forward fold, flexing our obliques and our transverse abdominis. We can open up through the chest, do a slight back bend. And, of course, we can rotate and twist. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Wonderful. So we're going to come to standing on our mat, feet shoulder width apart. So think about lining up your feet on the inside of your hip joint, not the outside. See, the outside would be like this. It's a little bit wide. And on the inside, if you want to look down a check, lift up your toes. We're going to come onto all 4 corners of the feet and gently set down our toes, just so they're there to help us balance. As we come forward, they claw into the earth, and as we lean backwards, they will come up off the earth. We are rounding through the pelvis, drawing the tailbone down towards the earth as we drop in through the belly, opening up through the chest, drawing our shoulder blades together and down, letting our hands come to our side in a neutral position towards the inside, facing inside. Our chin is parallel to the floor. And we're breathing into this posture. Soften the knees a little bit so we don't lock them, but we soften them. And as you feel yourself in correct alignment, your spine, your head over your heart over your pelvis, this may be a very uncomfortable position. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. Everything that we do in yoga comes back to this pose. So no matter what pose we're in, we're always thinking about how do we get that Tadasana alignment. This is our body in perfect alignment with itself. In fact, this alignment is so perfect that if your alignment of your body in Tadasana is 100% correct, you wouldn't need your muscles at all to hold up your bones. Just kind of crazy to think about. Coming into the sound of our breath. Softening our gaze. And think about where you can find softness here. Maybe you're holding tension in your jaw. And letting all the tension go from your jaw, letting the tension release from your shoulders. down your arms through your fingertips. Find softness in the hips and the knees. Excellent, good. Going to step to the front edge of our mat here. Bending our knees slightly, drawing our hands out to the side and up overhead. Bring our palms together. Exhale, hands to heart, and gently and slowly swan dive or lower all the way through into a forward fold. Maybe you're just waking up, maybe you've been working all day, and maybe this is a nice little break for you. We're going to walk our feet together and zip up through our thighs. We're going to let our head begin to drop. And you should feel this. This should be a full body stretch all the way through the spine. And slowly start to work on straightening our legs. Not locking them, but just straightening them. Maybe they're bent like this. Maybe they're really tight. And so you'll find that as you come up to a flat back, inhaling, coming up to a flat back, you can actually stretch your hamstrings out. You'll feel them. And as you bend back down, it becomes a little bit harder and you may have to bend your knees again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Sending our gaze forward, straightening our legs a little bit more. And try to keep that little bit of straightness as you let your hands come down. Now if it's painful, make sure you start bending your knees again. We don't want it to be painful. Uncomfortable is okay, but as soon as you get to the point where your breathing is too labored, or especially if you stop breathing, gone too far. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Excellent. Plant the palms. We're going to step or hop back into plank. Take a deep breath here as we hold plank, engaging the core, and exhale, sending our hips up and back into downward facing dog. We have a slight internal rotation of our arms, bending our elbows. Our forefinger should be pointing towards the front edge of our mat. Our thumb is going to be parallel with the front edge of our mat. Go ahead and pedal out, using your breath to pedal out your downward facing dog. Inhale, come to center and find some stillness. Dropping your belly towards your thighs. Inhale, we're going to lift our right leg. And exhale, knee to nose, and step it all the way through. Drawing that left heel towards the back edge of our mat as we draw our right knee forward. Stacking our knee over our ankle, sending the knee out over the front two toes. Inhaling, coming up gently and slowly, engaging in our core. We come up into warrior one, sending our hands up and over, drawing our palms together. A slight back bend. As we inhale, we're lifting up through our core. And exhale, releasing all the way back down. Wonderful. Plant the palms. We're going to rock forward. As we rock forward, we're going to step our left foot up to meet our right foot. Dropping the head and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Bringing our hands overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Bending those knees, root to rise. Hands all the way up as we straighten our legs. Lifting our toes off the floor, so we're pressing into all four corners of the feet. Exhale, hands to heart, and swan dive all the way through. Forward fold, planting our palms. Step or hopping it back to plank. Exhale, we're going to lower onto our elbows, chaturanga. Go ahead and lower all the way down, very nice. Coming onto the tops of our feet. Inhale into baby cobra. Exhale, coming back down, curling the back toes underneath. We're going to think a big breath of energy as we push up. And exhale from our plank back into our downward facing dog. Pedaling those feet out again. Walking them together. Taking a nice deep cleansing breath. Inhale, lifting the left leg. Exhale, stepping knee to nose and stepping all the way through into a lunge. Drawing that left heel back towards the back edge of our mat as we stack our right knee or our left knee over our left ankle, sending our left knee over, facing out over the front two toes, sending our gaze forward, not crashing down or cheating onto our lunge here, really lifting up through our chest and engaging our core. Inhale, lift it all the way up, sending our arms up and overhead. We're not collapsing here, but we're actually thinking a big beach ball of energy, reaching up, not bringing our shoulders to our ears, still drawing our shoulders back and down, but lifting up through the core and lifting up and away from the earth. Good exhale. Release it all back down. Plant the palms. Big breath. On your next exhale, step it back into plank. Hold in plank just for a moment. And then on your next exhale, lower and hover, hugging your elbows into your side, chaturanga, and then lower all the way down. Excellent, wonderful. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, curling the back toes underneath and pushing up. A nice push up. Exhale, sending our hips up and back, downward facing dog. Wonderful. Looking forward, we're going to step or hop our way up to our forward fold. Wonderful. Inhale, root to rise. Rolling each vertebrae over the last. Tucking our bellies, drawing our belly in as we tuck our tailbone down, coming back into that nice Tadasana that we started with today. Bringing our palms, letting our palms face our thighs. Drawing our shoulder blades down together, sending our gaze straight out. Softening through our knees. Go ahead and heel toe gently your feet in together, so we're zipping up through the thighs. Now on inhale, we're going to draw our left knee into our chest. So we're going to shift our weight, our right knee, excuse me. We're going to shift our weight onto our left foot. Shifting our weight onto our left foot. We're going to slowly draw our right knee up into our chest, hugging it. And then on the exhale, we're going to release it, let our foot pass by our knee and step back into a high lunge. Straightening the front leg, rotating the back ankle. So our foot is parallel with the back edge of our mat, and our front foot is parallel with the side of our mat. Our toes facing forward, our back toes are facing out and away. We're going to inhale our hands up and bend that front knee again. Warrior two. Now if you're like me and you have bad knees, you can take a very narrow stance here. If you want a little bit more, you can always step that back foot back. The important thing to remember here is that we are stacking that front knee over that front ankle and that we are pressing into all four corners of the back foot. Inhale, drop the back hand, drop that right hand. Exhale, bringing that left arm up and over in a side bend. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, letting our left hand drop to either the ground or with our forearm on our thigh. We're not cheating here. We're not collapsing down. We're just using this as a slight brace. And drawing that right hand up and over. Inhale, coming back up to center. Straightening that front leg. Turning our foot so that our front foot, both of our feet are pointing out towards the side of our mat. Drawing our hands to our hips, our thumbs to our hips, or if you want to stretch the shoulders a little bit as well on this, we can draw our palms together and interlace our fingers behind our back and draw our palms down. Exhale. We're going to do a slight forward bend. Drawing our head all the way down to the mat. And if you have a block here and you want to use that to brace, to bring your head down onto your block so you can rest your head, this would be a good place to do it. Finding some movement. If you are in this bind, make sure you're keeping your palms together. Good. Inhale, engaging in the core and lifting up. Exhale, release. We're going to heel toe our feet together. Wonderful. Excellent. Stepping back up to the front edge of our mat. Walking our feet together, zipping up through the thighs, taking a moment in that in this modified Tadasana pose. This is actually traditionally Tadasana with your feet together, but in Western culture we like to keep it hip width apart. Smiling to yourself. And on inhale, we're going to draw the left knee in as we shift our weight to our right foot, drawing our left knee in to our chest. Breathing into our hips for a moment as we prepare to pass our left foot back and trusting ourselves to step back into a lunge. Excellent. Straightening that front leg, turning that back foot. So our back foot is parallel with the back edge of our mat. Our front foot is parallel with the front, or is face pointing towards the front edge of our mat. You can bend back into this. Knee is stacked over our ankle and facing out towards over the front two toes. Inhaling, drawing both of our arms forward. Our neck is rotated, and our gaze is sent out over our front fingertips. Good. Take a nice, wonderful breath here. On the exhale, drop your left arm as we draw our right arm up and back. Inhale, coming to center. Exhale, coming forward. And either bracing here. And when I say bracing, we're not collapsing. We're not putting our weight here. We don't want to cheat. We really want to stay lifted. This is more of a guide for us. Or if you want a little more, you can bring it all the way down. Really reaching that left hand up and over. Good. Inhale, coming back up to center, warrior two. Straightening that front leg and turning those front toes towards the side of your mat. So now we're facing each other. Hello. Drawing your hands to either your hips, or if you did a bind last time, you can do it on this side. And this time, do the weird hands. So like switch the way that your hands were before. We're drawing our shoulder blades together and down, drawing our palms together. And whether you're here or you're here, we're still engaging in the core, and we're going to send our chest forward. If you have a block and you wanted to use that to help brace your head, to get down here, you can do so. Inhaling, opening up through the chest, engaging in the core, and on the exhale, sending our chest forward. into a wide angle forward bend, wide-legged forward fold. Good. Inhale, drawing our chest back up, coming back up to center, releasing the arms if you had them bound, releasing them down to your side if they were on your hips. Heel toeing in. Wonderful, wonderful work. Walking to the front end of our mat. Inhale, root to rise, sending our arms up and overhead. Exhale, all the way down, planting the palms and step or hopping back into plank. Exhale, lowering chaturanga, lowering all the way down gently. And we are going to just flip over. If you have a strap, this would be a wonderful time to grip it. We're going to flip over onto our backs, just as we roll over, enjoying the massage the earth gives our thighs, gives our glutes, gives our bellies. Ladies, if you have a ponytail, you can take it out. And as we come into this wonderful supine position, we're going to walk our legs together and feel this contraction. And slowly heel toe out, just so our feet are hip width apart. If you have a block, I recommend putting it right in between your thighs here. We're going to hold it there. And the reason we do this is because we want to keep our body in alignment as we work through our postures. This block will help keep our knees together as we go into bridge pose. You can also use the block as we go into bridge to add, to put right underneath your sacrum in a supported bridge. Whatever works best for you. We're going to plant our palms at our sides, walking our shoulder blades underneath. Our knees, our feet are planted right beneath the glutes. And we're just going to squeeze onto that block as we draw our navel up and slowly lift our pelvis towards the sky. If you don't have a block or a book, you can just imagine you're squeezing one. Good. One more breath on the exhale, slowly lower down all the way. Excellent. Now as we release, we're going to draw the block out. Grabbing our strap and taking our right foot. Bending the knee generously and drawing it into our chest as we wrap the strap around the arch of our foot and right underneath the ball of our foot. Inhale, extending that right leg up towards the ceiling, flexing the toes towards the knee, towards the forehead. And this might be enough. Just holding the strap as we push out. You'll notice if you flex your toes more, you'll get a better stretch in the hamstrings, as well as the gastrocnemius, this muscle, the calf muscle right back here that helps to point our toes. If you want a little more, you can grab the strap with your right hand. With your left hand, bring it to your left hip flexors. Take a nice inhale, and on an exhale, slowly straighten that left leg, drawing that left heel down towards the floor. You might feel a little shake in your right leg, and that is perfectly normal. That prana or the energy is working through you. These are muscles we don't stretch in this way very often. Using your inhale to straighten that right leg a little bit more and to draw it a little bit further into your chest. Using the exhale to draw that left heel down into the floor as you straighten the leg. Good. Go ahead and draw that left foot in, planting it. Exhaling, slowly and gently releasing the strap on the right foot and lowering that right leg to the floor. Taking a deep breath here, maybe drawing your palms to your stomach, to your belly. And on the left side, we're going to do the same thing. Inhale, draw the knee into the chest. I'm going to loop the strap around right underneath the ball of the foot. And when you're ready, you can extend the left leg, flexing those left toes towards your forehead. And maybe this is enough when we stay here and just breathe through this. Playing with straightening the leg a little more and flexing the toes and drawing the strap up towards our head. If you want a little bit more, you can pass the strap into your left hand. Draw your right hand to your right hip. And on an exhale, start to straighten the right leg. Drawing that right heel into the floor as you extend through the left, straight up. Flexing those toes. Softening any tension you might be holding in your upper body. Good, and on an exhale, go ahead and draw that right heel in. Gently release the left foot down, down, down. Awesome. Inhale and extend your legs out. Letting your feet fall to your sides. You can rest your hands on your belly or go into a more traditional Savasana, drawing your shoulder blades underneath your chest, softening your gaze. And as we close our eyes and listen to the sound of our breath, I want you to set an intention for your day. And maybe make it bigger than yourself today. And as you think about this yoga practice and you work through your day, any frustrations, any annoyances or irritations, any negative energy, I want you to offer it to the thing that's bigger than yourself. And that might sound counterintuitive, but if you think about it, when you offer the things that really frustrate you or annoy you or make you feel negative and you offer it to something bigger than yourself, you suddenly can let them go. And you can suddenly become a more positive force in the world. If you can stay in Savasana, I encourage you to do so for at least 10 minutes. If you have to move on with your day, I totally understand. As you do come up, do so slowly and mindfully. Before we do that, we're going to draw our palms together, draw our thumb to our forehead or our third eye. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. When you do come up, turn onto your side first. Slowly walk your palms up. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I really, really appreciate the time that you've put in to be here and for yourself. I really hope that this practice has helped stretch out some things and strengthen some things that you might have been struggling with. Remember, you can always come back to this practice and any of the other ones that I have posted and that we have posted on this channel. They should be, there's a beginner yoga, beginner 101 yoga tab playlist if you want to check that out. There is also some jujitsu videos, and Chris, my husband, and I started this channel in hopes that we could offer you guys some wonderful tools as well as to allow ourselves to commune with you and to further our own knowledge. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Heart and Soul BJJ. And if you liked this video, smash the like button. Maybe not smash it, but gently press it mindfully and using your breath to do so. I'm teasing. And subscribe to the channel. We definitely would appreciate it. We do have a Discord chat. The link is not in this description yet. It might be when I finish posting it, but it is in other descriptions. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. I teach yoga every Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at noon Pacific Standard Time. And we teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu every Wednesday through Friday as well at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye.